6 minutes for the top of the hour. Baggage handlers at LAX busted after a months-long undercover sting operations caught dozens of workers stealing electronics, jewelry, and clothing from flyers' luggage. We have seen it before, and check out this video of handlers at other airports caught red-handed. So how can you avoid being a target? Travel expert Mark Murphy joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
A lot of folks getting ready for spring break with the kids and business travel as always. The first tip you have is don't get
flashy, right? Don't get flashy, because if you bring this bag and unfortunately if you have to check it, this is kind of small, but if you have to check a bag like this, I'd say that's a very expensive bag. There's probably some expensive stuff in there.
Right.
And that's the other tip. Don't put any valuables in your checked luggage. I mean, I've heard of people putting jewelry in and high-end electronics and everything else.
Right.
Take that stuff on board if at all possible.
Yeah, so many people are doing these carry-ons anyway because of the baggage fees.
Right.
But a lot of times, if you aren't in business class or first class, you have to end up checking your bag anyway. How do you avoid that? Okay, so you can do an early, pay a small fee, get on early, get in the second class or second zone of boarding, and usually it's a $7 to $9 upcharge from the airlines. That guarantees you overhead space. So you do that. Also, take your bag through the regular scanners at TSA, get to the gate, and then if you gate check it, it's just from that gate down to that plane in order to get it on board. So there's less people touching it, et cetera. Now, one of the things you want to do is take just a standard bag. This is actually my travel bag, and I take this everywhere. I always try to carry on, and I just took a trip to visit to Great Britain to do some filming, and I packed for 6 nights, 7 days, and I took it with this. It expands, it goes up, but I also, if I have to put something that's expensive in here, I'll use some of my clothes and stash it inside the clothes, pocket.
or in a pocket, in a pair of jeans, etc.
I want to make sure we get to these locks that you have for us, because there are a couple different kinds. You want to make sure it's TSA approved. Correct.
So this is a TSA approved lock. What that means with this lock is that the TSA can take it off, and they don't have to destroy it. On the other hand, looks very similar. It's a master lock, great lock. They will have to destroy that lock if they want to get into your bags. Now, what happens if you lose your bags?
Yeah, let's talk about this luggage locator. I've never even heard of one of these before.
So you take one of these, you throw them in your bag, and it activates and stays on for about 40 days, okay? This one's called Lug Lock, the other one's called Track Dot. You drop it in. Let's say your bag gets lost. You land in LA. As soon as you land, you can check where your bag is. It's kind of like LoJack for your bag, and you'll find out that your bag just landed in Dallas, Texas. So at least you know.
Easier to find it.
Correct.
Technology can really help us out. How much of that is going to cost us as we go up?
That's $49.95 right now as an introductory price, and then it goes to $59.95.
Mark Murphy, thank you so much.